welcome back if you have never been here before. My name is Martha and I am a flight attendant with a US airline, and on my channel I share things about travel and vlog trips that I take for work. And today I am introing the very beginning parts of our trip to Scotland, which we took almost 2 weeks ago. I can't believe 2 weeks have already passed. So we went on this epic vacation to Scotland and we walked the West Highland Way. So we started in London, which I posted that little bit last week, and now we're going to go over the first 2 days. And we had so much footage that I'm gonna have to break it into 2-day groupings because there's just so much to see, and I just want you guys to experience everything that we experienced. So, onward. So the night before we started our trek on the West Highland Way, we stayed in a small town called Movavi, Scotland, and we had traveled by train there the day before and got up early, had breakfast, and then packed up our stuff and headed out. The really cool So on the first day we walked 12 miles. It was actually, looking back, one of the easier days, and if I had to, it was probably a little more boring, like less scenic than the other days, but it kind of took us to the place where the real like cool stuff started, and so that was fairly easy. The weather was amazing for about the first 3 days. We had no weather issues at all. And only problem was my boot on my left foot did not fit well. And so right out of the gate, first day, I was kind of in pain. So that really stunk. And made it a little bit more difficult for the rest of the days. And honestly, I don't think I was really mentally prepared for walking 12 miles. It's a lot different than you think when you don't really know the terrain, and anywhere that I practiced or, trained while I was at home, I was very familiar with. So it was very challenging, to say the least. So we got to our first location, which was a little bed and breakfast with 3 rooms. Very lovely, lovely people, made us a great breakfast the next morning. And then we got up to not too early. I think we headed out about 9 o'clock the next day and headed towards our second location now. So anyway, we're up and it is about 7 o'clock. We are getting ready to go on our first day of our walk on the West Highland Way. And we actually booked with a company that will take our bags, our big bags, and everything we don't need to our next destination. So all we have to carry with us is our day pack and what we need for the day. And then they book us in these different bed and breakfasts and hotels along the way. So today we're going 12 miles to a town, it's spelled D-R-Y-M-E-N. I'm almost positive it's not pronounced the way it looks, so I'm not even going to try to say it until I hear it. But I thought I'd show you what's in my day pack real quick. Let's go. I had a Camelback style water device, which I appreciated. I had rain pants and gaiters, and I also had my passport, some medicines like Advil, and earplugs, snacks, electrolyte tablets, had some antibacterial spray and bug spray, and my tripod, and then I had a rain cover and also a little pad for if you have to pee, some clips, and my sunglasses, some bug spray wipes, and then some protective stuff in case of blisters, debit card and charging instruments, and some lip balm with sunscreen. was extremely difficult for me. We had, it was a shorter day, about 8 miles, but it was a very steep climb. Started out flat and then a very steep climb to a place called Conic Hill. And my foot was hurting so bad, and the uphills weren't too bad, but then we had to go pretty much straight down. Now the views are flippin' amazing here. Once you get to the top, it's fantastic. Hello, we're headed to Balmaha. Did you see the sheep? We only have 7 miles to go.
How's lunch, babe?
But two things were a little, well, three things were frustrating: the pain in my foot, and then the other two things that were frustrating were that it was very crowded, so crowded, because it was a holiday. So holiday, extra people, so it was super crowded. And then the other thing was the part that was normally the way you would go down into the town that we were going to stay in was closed, so you had to go this other way that was like even more steep. And like I said, the going down was really painful on my foot. So that was a rough day for me, and I think because of that I did not drink enough water. I was very distracted by the pain in my foot and just the crowds and everything. Beautiful views. I'm not, you know, discounting that. It was one of the most beautiful days, but I was in a lot of pain. And so when we got down to the location, which was right on Loch Lomond, we went out and had a couple drinks, and then we had dinner. And I think because I had not had enough to drink water-wise, and then we'd had a couple cocktails, I was really dehydrated. So I woke up in the middle of the night, very dizzy, not feeling well, and I just couldn't shake it. So I ended up taking day 3 off, which was probably a good day to take off. There wasn't a lot to see. They kind of just walked along Lake Lomond, but you couldn't really see it, I guess. So that is my story for the first 2 days, and hopefully you will enjoy the scenery, and stay tuned for the next installment. So we have 9 days to go over. Stay tuned. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode. Have a great day.